Greetings, greetings, and greetings. Thanks for stopping by Moodog's Frugal RCs and more. Today we are in the research kitchen doing another rig rundown on a brand new vehicle I got in just the other day. Wanted to show you guys this one. Pretty cool stuff here, guys. This is the Distianert X-Axis truck. Stay tuned. All right, we're going to be doing this one a little bit different than I usually do my videos. Now, you're going to see a rig rundown first here, guys. We're going to show the truck first. I'll show you the accessories that came inside the packaging. And then at a later date, I'm going to be running a video showing the Urban Bash. So stay tuned for that one coming up in a few days. So what we've got here, guys, is a 1/18 scale vehicle marketed and designed by Distianert on Amazon. I will say right now that I got this sent in from Distianert for review, so to show you guys a really cool new vehicle that's out on the market right now that I think maybe some of us are overlooking. Pretty cool stuff here, guys. Now this one's going to have four-wheel drive. You have kind of a telltale tire pattern as far as the tread pattern goes on this vehicle. This one I believe is being made by PX Toys, and there's a lot of similarities between this vehicle and the PX Toys branded vehicles that are out there, the Sandy Lanes and a couple of the other ones, actually two of which I have featured on my channel in the past. But that being said, Distianert is really doing a nice job with the design on these vehicles. This one is going to have a nice aggressive tread on here, four-wheel drive. We're dealing with non-foam filled tires, but the aggressive tread speaks volumes right there. Let's go ahead and take the body off of here, guys. This is being held on by four standard body clips here, and we can see these body clips are a little heavier than your average body clips that come with a lot of these vehicles in this price range. This one's going to retail for right around $80 or so, and you can get it a little cheaper if you watch for sales on Amazon. But let's go ahead and get this body off, and we'll kind of go into more detail on the vehicle. So let's take a look and see this body style on here. Now it's letting you know in no uncertain terms that this in fact is a truck. So with that being known and that being said, on top we have the Adventurous Power kind of font on there. We have kind of a carbon fiber look as well as a green paint scheme, which I really am a big fan of the green on here. So nice looking body, nice heavy Lexan, it's forgiving enough to be resilient. Don't know if this one will get the Gorilla Tape treatment or not. It might in the future, but kind of cool that they've went to such detail on this, and it looks so cool, and it is a truck. So let's go ahead and set that aside for now. Along with this vehicle, guys, you're getting a spare body with it. You're getting the X-Axis kind of stadium truck design body. Now, these both are going to have, and I've already peeled it off the other one, but this is going to have the kind of overspray kind of coating on here, and I'll see if I can pull this off of here on camera. It might be a little bit more difficult. So yeah, it does have the overspray coating on here, so that peels right off, and it's oddly and ridiculously satisfying for whatever strange reason. I enjoy doing that. But we can see on this one, guys, we have a little bit of the carbon fiber look for the windows and the front grille here. I guess that could be construed as a grille. Pretty standard looking for this type of body. The X-Axis logo on the back, and really nice looking red, white, silver, and yellow paint scheme on here. So very cool looking body on this. So you can actually switch out depending on the mood if you want to drive the truck or you want to drive the X-Axis. You have that choice. So kind of cool. This one, for whatever reason, doesn't feel quite as sturdy as the truck, but it is pretty decent in and of itself. So you do have that option. Very nice. Taking a look at the rest of the vehicle, guys, we can see that we have a pretty sturdy build. We have your standard tub style design for the chassis. Everything on here is plastic, guys, but it's polycarbonate, kind of almost a nylon impregnated feeling plastic on here. This is going to have an all-in-one ESC receiver, which is going to be up in front here with the antenna just off to the side. You have a hookup on here, guys. There are two power taps on here for adding lighting of your choice on this, so kind of cool cool that they've done that. This is going to have a 390 brushed motor on it, guys, with a blue anodized aluminum heat sink. The gearing on here is all plastic. I did have this apart. Our drivetrain inside here has a metal shaft and the plastic planetary gears on the ends. Our outdrive cups from the differentials are also going to be nylon, or I guess you could say plastic for all intents and purposes. The drive shafts coming from them, our dog bones, are going to be metal, and they are mated to metal cups for the hubs. So that's kind of cool that they did that. These wheels are attached by small nylon lock nuts, plastic rims on here as well, guys. You have a little bit of a fin on here that's attached to the actual frame of the vehicle via a couple screws in the back here. This is going to have a small servo down in front here, a little mini servo with a Servo Saver built into it. There's a little bit of a kind of a, I guess, a little sandwich together split Servo Saver with spring loaded. So use caution if you guys are taking this apart. It is spring loaded, and if you lose one of the retainer clips, that will all fly to Mars, and you'll be out of luck. Nice build design, nice build on this, guys. The differentials are plastic, not a fan of that, but easy to get parts for these, guys. This is PX Toys. Parts are readily available for these vehicles online at your favorite Chinese retailer, or perhaps on Amazon, and I'll have to check that out to make sure. I don't want to misspeak and tell you guys you can get parts on Amazon if you in fact cannot. So all things said, I think this is a nice design, another good one by PX Toys. Let's go ahead and take a look at the battery. This one's going to be using a mini Tamiya plug connector. Not a huge fan of that. The battery tray itself is big enough to fit a larger capacity battery in here. I do not recommend running anything other than a 7.4 volt or 2S battery in here for fear of smoking the ESC and possibly the motor as well. But this is going to be a 7.4 volt 850 milliamp per hour battery. You have a balance port on here to charge. This is going to come with a charger. Basically, it's going to be a USB to the balance port to charge this. You're looking at about 2 or 3 hours to charge this one. I probably will be doing a modification on these connectors here to remove these and probably put either a Dean's or maybe a red JST to make life just a little bit easier, and then just be able to charge these on my hobby charger. So you're getting 2 of those, and I'll show you what comes in the package in just a second. But we can see that it's a nicely put together package here. Seems pretty sturdy. Now we're dealing with shock absorbers that are springs only, guys. There is no oil filling in here, so we can see that we do have kind of a bouncy situation here. But, you know, it is what it is. You can always, upgrade your shocks going forward. There's plenty of shocks that would fit this vehicle online, and these look a larger diameter, so I don't think any major modifications will need to be done if you guys are upgrading the shock absorbers on here. But nice looking. I think this is going to be a cool vehicle. And let's take a look and see what else comes inside the package. We're going to get our owner's manual. Now, this is going to be in English, German, and Chinese. The Chinese to English translation, from what I can see so far, looks pretty good. All the information you're going to need to go from box to dirt or pavement is going to be contained inside this manual here. So all your basic information in 3 different languages. We have our parts grid in here as well, guys. Like seeing that. Your information here, kind of a troubleshooting guide once it gets to the back here a little bit. Table of contents, and here's our other languages as well back here. And then at the very back flap here, guys, on the last page, we're going to see our little spot for notes, more parts in Chinese, and then we have our blown up view. So we do have an exploded view here on how to get this thing put back together, and we can see by the part numbers here a PX designation. That kind of confirms to me anyway that this is actually a PX Toys built vehicle. That and a lot of the similarities in the way the thing is built and the transmitter, and we'll take a look at that in just a second. But we're getting this little card from Distianert basically thanking you for purchasing the vehicle, how to become a VIP member. how to get some freebies from them, either a free battery or a I don't know what that thing is, but you can get one of those or a free battery by going on their Facebook page and doing some other stuff, whatever. But that's kind of cool that they are adding that to the package. Distianert, from my experience, is a really good company to deal with. They stand behind their product line. They are very, very friendly, and they respond quickly. So that's the shout out to Distianert there for being a reputable Amazon seller. Also getting a goodie bag here, guys. It's going to include some spare parts. You are getting 2 batteries with this car, which I think is kind of cool. This one has a little bit of a bloat, so you want to be careful when you're getting these cars in. If you see a bloat like this one is, I don't know if I'll use this or not. My common sense tells me not to use it, but my sense of adventure says, oh, maybe charge it once or twice and use it. But that's something to look for when you're purchasing these. Now, keep in mind that this may have sat in a shipping container somewhere, dry docked for a month in customs or whatever before it actually came to market, and then it may have sat another couple of months on a shelf. And those batteries can do that type of thing. They are lithium polymer chemistry. You're also getting 4 spare body pins with this too, guys. I like seeing that. You're getting a 4-way metal, okay, star wrench here, or cross wrench if you want to call it, to remove your wheels. So that's kind of cool that they've included that. I like seeing the metal ones. We are getting not 1 but 2. That's right, 2. Sorry, 2 Phillips screwdrivers with this. Why they would send 2, I don't know, but we've got 2 at this point. I would venture to guess that you'll get 1 with your kit. And you're also getting a spare steering link. I guess there was some issue going with this vehicle that these links would pop off and get lost in heavy impacts, that type of thing. So they're actually sending you an extra steering link with that. And then you are getting the charger. Now the charger that comes with this thing, guys, I've got a battery charging over here already, so I can kind of show you, is going to have the balance port on the end here, and then the other side is going to go to USB. And I can unplug it and see what the voltage output is on this one. This one is going to be 5 volts, 2 amps for the input, and your output's going to be 7.4 volts at 1000 milliamp per hour. So this should charge relatively quickly, right around an hour and a half to charge one of these cells. I think complete should be pretty accurate as far as charge time goes. And you know how I feel about these types of chargers, very portable and very effective. You just have to supply your own power brick or wall wart, if you want to call it. The transmitter that's being included with this package, guys, is pretty telltale. This is a PX Toys transmitter. We can see a lot of similarities, and I'm just going out on a limb saying that. Again, this is designed by Distianert, sold by Distianert. It's a Distianert truck, but it's just built by PX Toys. We have a 2.4 gigahertz Fast and Furious unit right here. This one's going to have steering rate, throttle trim, and steering trim, as well as reverse for your steering and throttle. You have that option on this one. Your on and off switch, a foam covered steering wheel here on the right hand side. Decent feeling throttle trigger here, guys. Seems pretty nice. It's a good feeling transmitter. It's very ergonomic. It feels good in the hand. This one is going to run on 3 AA batteries that you will have to supply for yourself, but in true PX Toys form, very nice feeling and very nice operating transmitter. We can see now that I've got the vehicle set up with the other body style on it. This is the stadium truck look. Much improved look, in my opinion. I do like the green. I'm a little bit on the fence with the whole truck thing here, but it is kind of cool looking nonetheless. So that's pretty much it for this one, guys. If you like the video, give it a thumbs up. If you don't like it, give it a thumbs down. Be sure to post comments in the comment section below on what you guys want to see going forward. Thanks everyone for subscribing. We'll see you all in the next one, and God bless the Republic.